Hello. This is the Sports Guy. I'm back yet again, and I'm going to jump straight into this with the shocking news of 30-year-old Ilya Kolvachuk deciding to retire from the National Hockey League. This only 3 years after signing a 15-year deal for over $100 million. Now, apparently, Kobe, as he's been affectionately dubbed by Devils fans, which I think is probably going to change pretty soon, said that he was thinking about retirement during the lockout, post-lockout, pre-lockout, I'm sorry. And, honestly, as a Devils fan, I feel 100% betrayed by this guy who I defended from day one when people called him soft, they called him selfish on the ice and off the ice, greedy, they mocked us for that contract we gave him, and every single step of the way I was defending you, Kolvachuk, and this is how he decides to repay the Devils fans and the Devils organization, which was nothing but good to him. Got him to the Pine Stanley Cup Finals. Yes, partly he helped, but honestly, if you're going to do this, two things, maybe three. One, do it in a timely manner, not after all the big name free agents are off the board. Oh, by the way, I'm retiring. Now go and try and find someone. You can't, no. That's the first thing. Do it in a timely manner to allow the Devils organization to make a move in the post-Kolvachuk era. Number two, if you had these down and you had these thoughts over a year and a half ago, do it then. Why? I mean, yeah, why stay if you don't want to play in the NHL? If you hate the NHL so much, this brings me to number three. Don't sign a freaking contract that takes you into the next decade. 15 years is 15 years. You didn't even play a third of that contract. You played 3 years and you called it quits. At 30 years old, in your absolute prime. And you allowed us to let our captain go because we thought you were around for the next 10 years. You allowed us to let David Clarkson leave because we thought around for the next 10 years. And after they're both gone, because we let them go, because we still had you, then you call it quits. Are you kidding me? I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, you say you're homesick for Russia and you don't like the NHL and you just want to move on. Well, you know what? You're a professional. Everyone, you're not the only foreign player playing in the NHL. It's called an off-season. You go home in the off-season, you live there, you come play for the Devils for 6 months a year, and then you go home again. You're a professional, and you're being paid $11.5 million for the next 4 years, and then after that you would have bumped up to even more, you know? So I don't understand what his reasoning, his line of sight is, you know? Malkin, you don't see him doing this. You don't see Ovechkin. You don't see anyone from any country doing these kinds of things. Okay, for example, Daniel Sedin. Oh, I'm going to retire today because I want to go back home to Sweden. I get that you were getting homesick, but you're a 30-year-old and you've been playing in the NHL for 11 years. You know how to handle it. I mean, sack up for crying out loud, dude. Like, seriously. You are a great player, but what you did to this organization was absolute highway robbery because not only was your contract severely front-loaded, you did not allow us to do anything in bringing other marquee guys to help you, and we had to actually lose marquee guys to keep you. So I hope you're happy, Ilya, when you go back to Russia and you get to play in a KHL, which, by the way, I hope the NHL does not allow you to do, because that would just be absolute blasphemous for him to just retire, then jump into the KHL and make $14 million a year again at 13% sacks, you know? So, I don't wish you the best of luck. I do, but I don't. And, the Devils, we got hopefully Ryan Clough and Michael Ratter step up their games. Yep, Ilya Kolvachuk retires from the New Jersey Devils after 11 NHL seasons. 417 goals, 399 assists in 816 games. 23 playoff games for the Devils. He had 8 goals and 11 assists. And well, at least more, probably hundreds of thousands of bitter fans saying farewell.